what are your thoughts on last night's finale?
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was pulling for Tim to make himself into the final two. I think Tim's probably the greatest player I've ever seen on this entire planet. I'm happy with the brothers. If it was down to Kelsey and the brothers, I was happy. They were comp beasts. They had huge targets on their back from day one. And honestly, I just felt like they deserved to win. You know, people can have their opinions about the brothers. You know, some call them dumb and dumber, whatever you want to say. But those guys got 50 grand each in their pocket right now, so they look a lot more smarter than us, for sure.
So while you're in the house, you're kind of for getting those wild cards out of the game. But now you have a different opinion on Tim. Said he played a great game. What made you change your mind?
Well, the thing is just like I felt like those international house guests, we should have all came together and got them out immediately. You know, I try to get the brothers back forward. I try to get all the wild cards out immediately because I wanted all the stiff competition out. I was okay with leaving the floaters and Christine and Pages in the side of the house. I was okay with that because I felt like in competitions, I would beat them. But everybody else had different opinions. You know, with Tim being the wild card that he is, he was highly entertaining, highly strategic, and you know what? He deserves to go as far as he did. You know, he was the one that got me out with the koala bears, but it's not that I'm bitter about that, you know what I mean? Like, at least I lost to somebody that actually was worthy, you know what I mean? So, all in all, I'm happy with it.
So, kind of tying into that, was it at all disappointing that you were evicted prior to the wild cards, who had already gotten the chance to play the game in their own countries?
You know, I don't care when you get evicted, it's always going to be disappointing. If you don't leave with a check that says $100,000 in your name, it's disappointing regardless, you know? I always played sports growing up. I was always a competitive guy. I don't take losing lightly. So yeah, there's still a little bit of that burning feeling in my stomach, but we could have got the brothers out. We could have got this person out, but I didn't win an HOH to be able to do it. So I can't really sit here and talk it up. You know, I try to get Joel and Levito on board when I won the vetoes to back them. They just weren't having it. So at the end of the day, I am where I am. I think Maddie kind of hooped me, but that was about it.
And overall, what did this whole experience mean to you?
Man, this is the best experience of my entire life. This is going to change my life from here on out. Any positive I can take from this, I'm going to push forward in the positive way. You know, I met 16 other lovely people that I would never had the opportunity to meet. I'm humbled, I'm grateful, and I'm just extremely blessed for my opportunity.